Today is November 12th, 2025, and we just recently had the 1111 portal. I'm going to be channeling some information that I did receive by way of Black American women. Now, society is the way that it wants to be because they choose for it to be like this. And what I mean by they is everyone who is participating. That's one thing to understand when you're a Black American woman, because that's going to give you even more leverage to live your life the way that you want and not feel guilty about it. As a Black American woman myself, it is always my goal to do whatever I want to do. And of course, we have to live life and have responsibilities and structure, discipline, all of those things, which are not bad things, right? But if you are channeling your life in the way that you want to and you are living your life the way that you want to, those things are going to be a little bit more easier because you're going to understand that you're doing all of these things for yourself. Life just unfolds beautifully when you say, you know what, I'm actually going to live lighter. I'm going to enjoy myself and I'm going to be happy. And no, it doesn't have to be rooted in something horrific happening and now you're like, well, it's time for me to live life. No, because you're going to constantly find this need to want to heal. It has nothing to do with any of that. It's more so you saying, you know what? I don't have to be controlled by what society says, what other people may feel that is right or wrong. This is something for me. And once you do that, yes, you're going to see life in a different way. You're going to want to be more creative, have more self love, understand yourself in your own reality. It's one thing to understand it from an intellectual level, but to live it and feel it is another thing. So it's going to be more so like internal. You may even feel like, you know what? I don't want to give anything to the world. I want to give everything to myself. Or you may feel like I'm going to play into people's desires or their fantasies and then get what I want that way. It's totally up to you because some people have this discovery of self and then they choose to go off grid. They choose to opt out, right? It all depends on who you are as a person. And how I like to look at things is I see the world and I see how tainted it is. Why would I want to take something so beautiful and so precious and then give it to the world? Why? So you can destroy it? Absolutely not. So I believe in keeping the most sacred things close to my heart, right? And I can share just a little bit. But will I give you all? No, because you will never cherish it. You will never see it how I see it. It's sort of like when you're a mother and you have a child. At some point, you know that child's going to have to go out there into the world and experience life. But deep down inside, you do not want that to happen because you know the world, right? You know society. You know how people really are. You know how people truly feel about themselves. And most people just do not like themselves. They have a hard time learning who they are because they don't allow themselves to exist in multiple realms. Sometimes they don't even have access to those realms because they're so rigid, they're so heavy within their energies. And so, you as a person, you as a Black American woman, you're like, you know what? I'm going to be free. I'm going to live my life the way that I want. I'm going to cherish myself. I'm going to understand myself. And no, I'm not going to give myself completely over to the world. No, I refuse to hand myself completely over to the world because you guys haven't even figured out how to love and cherish yourselves. And I think that's the best thing for a lot of Black women to do, because we know the world, we know how society is. And what I mean by society, I mean humanity. It's going to take more than just you expressing the beauty for yourself. in order for people to change. And I'm just going to be completely honest here and say a lot of these people do not have souls. They don't even have a heart. It's like they're running off of, their toxic nature, and that's all they have. But for Black American women, I know that a lot of us have souls, we have heart, we have integrity, we have the ability to keep moving forward. And I think we should just do that. So, yes, in this time, it's going to be good for you to understand how people really feel and to allow them to express that. Why hide? There's no need to hide. There's no need for you to get upset when people are expressing how they feel. It's for you to take note, it's for you to collect data and to say, well, I knew this already. I was just waiting for you to say something. Now that you have, right? It's easier for me to allow things to just be. Because, yes, I believe a lot of us don't want society and the world to be this one big old place where everyone is just at each other's throat and no one can get along and people are just miserable and unhappy. But you have to understand that this is what they want. So allow people to be, allow people to live in that while you go off and you go enjoy nature. You go seek all of the pleasures that you can. You go off and be happy and allow yourself to be and breathe that and live it and understand it. Document everything. Keep journals. I would even say start your own family history book. Take as many pictures as you can. Record your voice so that way you can 50 years from now listen to the way you used to sound or how you still sound, or have any of your thoughts and ideas have changed. Have you seen anything come into fruition? That's the energy of the goddess. Because sometimes the goddesses do have to be reminded of them being goddesses, and it's they live out themselves through us. If you are a woman who followed the goddess path, so yes, we need to understand who we are, and it's good that we have the energies that we have now, so that way we can record things, we can document things, we can keep certain items that reminds us of who we really are. All of that really matters. So that is all for this video. I hope you guys take care.